find them, with the exception of the Galuna Island arc, because one of the rewards there was a Celestial Spirit Key.
Yeah.
And that's how she got talked into it.
Let her keep it. So no one else got paid for that trip, but Lucy did.
Well, they didn't destroy the moon.
Yeah.
Remember, that guy will never let them hear the end of it, that they didn't destroy the moon like he wanted. He will hunt them to the ends of the earth to remind them that they owe him a destroyed moon.
Probably.
I mean, you gotta respect his commitment to a certain extent.
Yeah, a little bit. But also, at the same time, how do you destroy a moon?
Rubyland. That moon got destroyed.
Yeah, that moon had gods run into it.
I keep forgetting that, like, yeah, destroying moons is just a thing in some anime, Lynn. Whole planets get blown up in Dragon Ball Z. In the Naruto movie called The Last, Naruto blew up the moon because a guy that lived there kidnapped his wife. And you shouldn't do that.
No, probably not. At least not to the guy that has the angry fox spirit in him.
Yeah, Naruto's a lot stronger by the end of the show, so it's even more of a mistake. Like, it's always been a mistake, it just becomes increasingly more a mistake as time passes. Okay, we're going down, that's a good sign. Well, crud, now we're going back up again. I don't quite know what's going on. Aha! Shadow Claw!
Hey.
That's that useful TM I was telling you about that's in here.
Oh yes, I love Shadow Claw. It is very good.
Yep, 70 power, 100 accuracy. Crits land easier. And it's stab. So now Horologium is a lot more useful, even though he's got to get a bit of an upgrade. You know what? I'll give Pixis it too, because I have infinite use for TMs. This way he's got some coverage.
Yeah?
I mean, he's not going to be useful on the team for long. Like,
but you might as well make him as useful as you can.
Precisely. Like, as soon as we get Aquarius, he's gonna get dumped, because that's the superior water-type spirit. But, still. It's a Soul Rock. Fun stuff. Alright, we're an hour and a half in. I'm trying to think of whether we'll make it through the gym tonight.
Maybe. He seems to be chugging right along.
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to keep an eye on when to call it for the night, and that's always something I'm trying to think about. Like, last night with Kingdom Hearts, I'm glad that I picked a decent time to try to finish things off.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Team Flare. Right, you got an animated cutscene for your introduction. No, I don't know not to play with fire. Can't you tell I'm an idiot?
Lucy is not an idiot.
Yes, she is. Like, what would you prefer I call it? Aggressively oblivious?
Extremely sheltered?
Just as hard-headed as Natsu? If not worse. Am I wrong?
I wouldn't say Lucy was hard-headed.
Did we watch the same anime? She's incredibly hard-headed. Everyone in Fairy Tail is incredibly hard-headed. You know what? Maybe you're just comparing her wrong. Think about if she was around any other people than Urza, would you say that she's assertive and stubborn and headstrong?
Yeah?
Precisely. Urza is even more all of those things. Thus, it doesn't seem as bad when Lucy does it. Well, I say that, but I have absolutely no issues with Urza. She is my favorite character.
Yeah.
I think I made that abundantly clear while we were watching Fairy Tail, didn't I?
Yeah, especially in the 1 versus 100 episode.
That was an amazing episode.
It was an amazing episode.
I mean, hey, kudos to Kana. She did pretty good work in that episode, too.
Yeah.
Even if she cheated.
She didn't cheat. She used a specific spell that was given to her
by the first guild master.
By the first master.
Who cheated death to come watch and eat popcorn. They never showed it in the show, but tell me Mavis Vermillion was not eating popcorn during the Grand Magic Games.
Oh, of course she was eating popcorn.
And she wasn't sharing it because she's a ghost.
Of course not. That's probably the reason why she could get popcorn. But she just created it for herself. Yeah. But also the look on everyone's face when she just showed up.
Oh, that was amazing. I loved it. I swore she almost gave Makarov a heart attack.
Oh, of course she almost gave Makarov a heart attack. Because he's used to seeing her as the corpse in the basement. And all of a sudden, there she is sitting there.
You know, I didn't even think about that, but he's actively seen her in Fairy Tail's basement, so he'd panic a lot more than the rest of the guild. Like, I completely... that slipped my mind.
Yeah, she was the corpse in the basement that no one knew about except the masters.
That awkward moment when... Let's see... I feel like we're doing pretty good. I probably won't be able to use either fossil. Unless I really reach.
What is the really reach, and I'll determine if it's too far.
Okay, so there are two fossils that I get to pick from. One is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay. The other is a Brachiosaur.
Okay.
Now, neither of these really jump out to you as a potential celestial spirit, do they?
No.
Okay. I propose, in theory, the Brachiosaur. Do you know why?
Why?
You've seen Jurassic Park, right?
Yes.
Do you remember the scene with the Brachiosaurs where they feed them?
Yes.
They call them big cows.
Yeah. Taurus.
That's my reach. What do you think? Is that not count?
Oh, it's hilarious. I love it.
So it counts.
It counts.
Oh boy. Leo, get the heck out of there, bud.
Yeah, so there was actually a very funny story of my first time watching Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. So I was up visiting Brandon.
Okay.
And we were going to watch a movie. And he has this massive movie collection.
I respect
so I'm
it.
flipping through it to find a movie. And I come across Jurassic Park. And of it, I know this has a very good soundtrack and a very well acclaimed movie. I've never seen it, let's watch it.
You didn't know.
I didn't know. I spent maybe a quarter of the time with my face buried in his shirt because it scared me.
Yeah. This sounds about right.
Yeah.
Frankly, at a certain point, Brandon just needs to write down, like, late warnings for each of his movies and stuff.
Yeah. And the thing is, Brandon kind of knew that I was, like, a little bit sheltered, but didn't realize exactly
how bad it was.
Sheltered until we watched that movie.
Yeah, you're kind of bad at processing new things sometimes. And I say sometimes to be as nice as possible about it.
Yeah. So, have I told you about my first experience with a rated R movie?
You have, yes.
And what Brandon and I have been doing with rated R movies since then?
Slowly coaching you through them?
Yeah.
That's called immersion therapy, Lynn.
Yeah.
Were you about to argue and then realize I had a point?
No, I just never put the dots that that's what it was called.
Well, now you know.
Yeah?
Okay, Crux. We. This isn't a bad team. I just need a bit more, like, a few more moves for coverage and stuff. Let's see, I'm gonna put Pixis back on the key ring so I can get Taurus. Excuse me, sir. I have a fossil. That's very fast. Alright. Taurus Amara. Fossil